Today's review includes the most anticipated electric models of 2021, given the real possibility of their appearance on the roads. To simplify the structure of the video, the list has been divided into 3 parts, and let's start with the most popular group of SUV crossovers, which have already been announced for the next year. Just 1 year after the unveiling of the compact ID.3, which is available only in Europe, Volkswagen is going to enter the global market with its next electric model, the ID.4 crossover. The 2021 ID.4 that shares the same MEB platform with the previous Hero will start from around $40,000. The dual-motor all-wheel drive version can deliver 225 kilowatts output, but this drivetrain will add $3,700 to the price, which is $5,000 less than the Model Y, excluding the government incentives available to Volkswagen. The possible GTX performance trim will be able to hit 60 miles per hour in 6.2 seconds. The company says the 82 kilowatt-hour battery pack will be enough for an EPA-rated range of 250 miles. Like other models from this line, the Volkswagen ID.4 will be offered with a unique interior design which is called an ID cockpit that includes 2 digital screens and an ID light system that runs across the dashboard, providing drivers with a bunch of useful and prompting information. And let's not forget about other electric crossover from the Volkswagen concern, the gorgeous Skoda Enyaq iV, which, sharing the same platform with its sibling, can go up to 316 miles with more generous WLTP estimation. Despite a little bit lower ground clearance, Enyaq will be a good alternative to the ID.4 for those who prefer to stay within urban street limits. Audi Q4 e-tron. This is the 4th EV from the famous German manufacturer, which is expected to be launched in early 2021, probably with a price of $45,000 after incentives. At the same time, the Q4 e-tron and its Sportback variant will be the first Audi model using Volkswagen's MED modular platform designed specially for the upcoming electric models. This small luxury SUV crossover is equipped with 2 electric motors, one on each axle, providing an excellent all-wheel experience due to its combined power of 225 kilowatts and 340 pound-feet of torque. As a result, it will be able to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 6.3 seconds. The Q4 e-tron will be powered by an 82 kilowatt-hour battery pack, expected to provide a driving range of 280 miles. The vehicle is claimed to support charging up to 125 kilowatts, allowing the 80% charge in about 30 minutes. This sounds like a very good option for those looking for a practical small SUV with good build quality and premium materials. Nissan Ariya. The new Ariya will become the second all-electric Nissan model available in the US market. It offers both 1-motor and 2-motor configurations. The front-wheel drive version delivers 160 kilowatts output, while the power of the dual-motor performance version could reach up to 295 kilowatts. The Nissan Ariya with its extended range battery pack is expected to deliver a driving range of up to 300 miles. The vehicle will come with a minimalist interior featuring the brand-specific zero-gravity seats for more comfort and less fatigue on the road. As an optional feature, it will be equipped with the ProPilot 2 system, an improved version of the previous ProPilot semi-autonomous technology. The performance trim can speed from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5 seconds, which is fast enough for a mid-sized SUV. Nissan says the base version of the Ariya will start at around $40,000 when it enters the US market in 2021. Ford Mustang Mach-E. The Mach-E is Ford's electric bet for achieving another leading status in the market. It's the company's first all-electric crossover, which is designed and named after the iconic Mustang car. The name created disapproval for some fans, but the specs of the vehicle speak for themselves. The performance version, with the combination of two e-motors, can deliver about 360 kilowatts output and 635 pound-feet of torque, which is enough for a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration in just 3.5 seconds. Other all-wheel drive versions are a little bit slower. The Mach-E comes with an EPA estimated range of between 230 and 300 miles, depending on the battery pack and electric motors. Inside, it comes with a streamlined dashboard, featuring a digital instrument cluster and a huge vertically mounted touchscreen that allows for easy access to the system's array of apps and features. In addition, Ford's next-generation Sync infotainment system is designed to fully customize every driver's experience. The base version costs $42,900, and along with standard versions will be available by 2021. While more powerful performance trims will be ready for the next year. Mercedes-Benz has plans to launch 10 new electric cars in the next couple of years, 3 of which will most probably be available in 2021 under the EQ brand. When the German manufacturer unveiled the EQA concept back in 2017, it was a compact hatchback, but then the company changed its vision by going to the crossover version. The EQA is based heavily on the second-generation GLA crossover. So it's expected to have similar dimensions, but with more futuristic styling. The EQA will be equipped with Mercedes-Benz's latest MBUX infotainment system that offers twin display screens, advanced voice activation system, and extra unique features. The car will be available with front-wheel and dual-motor four-wheel drive options, offering an expected range of 250 miles. The price has not yet been revealed, but we can expect it to cost about $50,000. The production version of the Mercedes-Benz EQS will be based on the Vision EQS concept revealed in 2019. It will be the S-Class of electric vehicles, offering a luxury design and a spacious interior. The vehicle will be built on a new platform, offering more interior space than in an S-Class. The EQS will feature the latest in-car technology, including a new version of Mercedes' latest infotainment system as well. The luxury sedan with a dual-motor powertrain is expected to deliver 350 kilowatts output and 560 pound-feet of torque. It's claimed to have a decent driving range of up to 435 miles. The car is designed to provide a comfortable and quiet driving experience while being stable at high speed. With smart rear-wheel steering that can also be found in the new S-Class, it will become more maneuverable in urban areas. The price is yet to be announced. Besides, there is a possibility for the new Mercedes-Benz EQB compact SUV to be launched in 2021. There's not much information yet, but it will be based on the premium crossover GLB. Audi e-tron GT. The 2021 Audi e-tron GT is a bold-looking and speed-inspired electric car that shares its core DNA with the Porsche Taycan family. Having all of the agility, acceleration, and impressive handling of the Taycan Turbo S, it's a bit more comfortable and relaxing on long drives. We can expect it to come with 2 electric motors, one on each axle, providing excellent all-wheel drive capabilities and producing a combined 475 kilowatts output for the RS version. It will take about 3 seconds for that model to sprint to 60 miles per hour. With all its sporty essence, the Audi e-tron GT remains true to the tradition of luxury, which, in accordance with the requirements of the times, is based on green technologies. It comes with a unique automatically switching 2-speed transmission system on the rear axle, offering high-speed maneuverability and improved dynamics. Audi claims the electric GT can achieve a driving range of 250 miles, though the real EPA figures could be slightly different. All this thrilling performance will presumably be available for around $100,000, though we still have to wait for Audi's official announcement. Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. Just like the previous model from today's list, the Taycan Cross Turismo embodies all the advanced technologies we can expect in a modern car, pretending to become a game-changer in the EV world. The model will share its chassis and electrical components with its sibling sedan already available in the market. The Cross Turismo will combine the high-voltage performance of the Taycan sedan with the practicality of a wagon, offering much more cargo space and more flexibility in terms of the seat configuration. So far, Porsche has announced only the Turbo S version of the Taycan Cross Turismo, with a dual-motor architecture delivering a combined power of up to 565 kilowatts, though we can also expect a slightly less powerful Turbo and 4S modifications. This beast will be able to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 2.5 seconds. The Taycan Cross Turismo is expected to have the similar all-electric range and the ability to charge its battery to 80% in as little as 22.5 minutes. The sales are expected to start in early 2021 with an estimated pricing tag of more than $150,000 for a top version, while the lower modifications will obviously be significantly less. One of the nicest things of electric revolution is the opportunity for new startups with fresh out-of-the-box ideas to enter the auto industry. We will finally see two new long-awaited startups cars on the road in 2021, the first one of which is the Lucid Air. It was revealed this year and is expected to go on sale in 3 different modifications in 2021, while the cheapest version will be available in 2022. Apart from the outstanding and luxurious exterior, the Air has a lot of surprises hidden inside of the cabin. The front cabin offers a floating 34-inch glass cockpit panel that curves elegantly ahead of the driver and displays information in the driver's sightline. Besides, it features a retractable central touchscreen that glides away to reveal a hidden storage compartment. The rear cabin offers an expansive lounge area with class-leading legroom and the executive rear seats that can recline 45 degrees. A glass canopy sweeping over the cabin creates a superfluous sense of space and gives a stunning view of the open sky above. The vehicle also offers a front trunk of 10 cubic feet of volume, the largest of any existing electric vehicle. Lucid Air will come already equipped with a rich set of driver assistance technologies. The Grand Touring version of the Lucid Air is announced to have an EPA estimated range of up to 517 miles, which will be the highest range of any existing EV on the market in the second quarter of 2021, before the launch of the Model S Plaid, offering a range of more than 520 miles. It becomes possible due to the capacious battery pack of 113 kWh and an excellent aerodynamic design, while the DC fast charging connection allows it to accumulate an incredible 300 miles of driving range in just 20 minutes. The highest Dream Edition, coming with a dual-motor all-wheel drive architecture, develops an enormous 805 kilowatts output and can boost the vehicle from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. As to pricing, the base version coming in 2022 is priced at $77,400, while the more powerful modifications available in 2021 will start at $95,000. To properly wrap up today's list, it's necessary to mention a couple of pickup trucks as well, which are to reshape this very competitive category. There are a lot of promising concepts we can expect in the near future, but right now, only a few models can really appear on the roads in 2021. First, let's start with the Rivian R1T, which is going to be on sale from June 2021 with a launch edition priced at $75,000. Later, presumably in January 2022, a more affordable Explore trim will join the lineup, along with the mid-adventure version. Each version of the R1T can achieve a distance of more than 300 miles and comes with an electric motor at each wheel, allowing an amazing all-wheel drive experience. The most powerful version, delivering 562 kilowatts power output, is claimed to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. With its 11,000 pounds towing capacity and the payload capacity of 1,760 pounds, the R1T will remain the most powerful and efficient pickup truck, at least until the production version of the Tesla Cybertruck hits the market in 2022. Besides, the almost forgotten Hummer badge will appear in the market again at the end of 2021 as a model name of GMC's new electric pickup truck. The most powerful Edition 1 version, which will be the first available modification, offers impressive performance but comes with a high price tag of $112,500, while more affordable versions will come out only in 2022. As a bonus, we would like to mention Tesla's upgraded full-size flagship sedan called Model S Plaid, which will be available in late 2021. Being officially announced at Tesla's Battery Day event, it promises to set standards with its 3-motor drivetrain offering more than 1,100 horsepower. It's able to hit 60 miles per hour in incredibly less than 2 seconds. The Model S Plaid can achieve a driving range of more than 520 miles, and with Tesla's new cutting-edge battery, it will be hard to be taken on. However, customers must spend $140,000 for this beast. Today's bonus list covers BMW's new X5-sized electric sports activity vehicle, offering impressive performance similar to the Tesla Model X. The interior of the BMW iX, in its turn, wows with its design and material choice. The vehicle, that's expected to be available in late 2021 in Europe, comes with a cockpit dominated by a massive screen, which curves away to the center of the car so it's pointed towards the driver. The question is if people would like to spend about $80,000 on a car with a somehow disappointing front look. So, this was our list of the most anticipated EVs we could expect next year on the roads. Let us know what your favorite model is by posting a comment below. And please don't forget to subscribe. We will be back soon with more new interesting content.
Nissan Motor Co.'s premium Infiniti brand will completely involve energized vehicles after 2021, Nissan CEO Hiroto Saikawa said. All new Infiniti models propelled after 2021 will either be all-electric vehicles or will depend on the parent organization's new range-expanding electric engine-fueled innovation called e-Power, Saikawa told a group of people at the Automotive News World Congress on Tuesday evening. E-Power is an abnormal sort of jolted vehicle framework. It isn't a module innovation. What's more, dissimilar to Toyota's Prius, it utilizes its fuel engine to energize the battery, however not for drive. The arrangement Saikawa sketched out speaks to a quick catch-up for Infiniti. Its worldwide extravagance showcase contenders, including Audi, BMW, Mercedes, Volvo and Jaguar as of now have uncovered also forcefully jolt designs. Saikawa anticipated that half of Infiniti's deals by 2025 will be EVs or e-Power vehicles. The brand sold 153,415 vehicles in 2017, an expansion of 11%. Infiniti was one of the primary extravagance brands to propose an EV. In 2012, the organization divulged the Infiniti idea at the New York Automobile Expo, a model that would have been a redesigned variety of the Nissan Leaf. In any case, that arrangement was dropped as Infiniti rethought its worldwide item portfolio. Saikawa said that the JOLT methodology most likely will have one exemption, the organization's full estimate body on outline QX80 SUV. The declaration comes around the same time that Infiniti displayed its most recent outline idea at the Detroit Automobile Expo, the Q Motivation. That idea recommends the look of the following Infiniti Q70, due in 2019 or 2020. In any case, the Q Inspiration was portrayed as running on Infiniti's progressed new 4-chamber variable pressure motor, the VC Turbo. Infiniti officials stressed Monday that the VC turbo motor is imagined as an extension innovation to Jolt, which they said was in progress. Saikawa did not deliver what will happen to the new VC turbo after 2021, when every new vehicle will be energized. One organization source said it is conceivable that the 4-barrel VC turbo may control the enormous QX80 after that time. The QX80 at present is controlled by a 5.6-liter V8. An organization representative declined to remark on feasible arrangements for the QX80. Nissan presented e-Power in Japan in late 2016 as an option powertrain in its Note, a hatchback rendition of the subcompact Versa. The innovation utilizes a battery-controlled electric engine to drive the auto's wheels, and a gas motor to charge the battery.
decided to call it Megane, with the golden E at the end. That golden E symbolizes how high-end and how important is e-tech, our electric and hybrid technology for us. We thought that after 122 years of hard work, many ups and downs, we should be proud of our history. And even when we project the company into the future, as we do, we create, we invent, but we stay true to ourselves. That's the simple idea behind this simple decision. I remember 25 years ago, during my first time at Renault, we launched the first generation of Megane. It was a huge success. It was not only one model, but a family of cars. A hatch, a sedan, an MPV called Scenic, an estate, a coupe, and a cabrio. It was a very revolutionary concept at that moment. We've sold 7 million units in over 40 countries since then. It is our third most sold nameplate so far. At about the same time, legendary leaders like Louis Schweitzer, Patrick Lequément, Gérard Détourbet, just to name a few, launched the Dacia Logan, the most affordable combustion engine car in the world. With those two products, Renault was able to recover from a very deep crisis and started the process of internationalization that made this company, together with the Alliance, a true global player. A well-known saying goes, history is just a long repetition of events. We certainly hope it is true. Now, allow me a few minutes of, let's call it, upselling. I liked when Lawrence van den Acker, who designed it, told me that the diamond shape and stripe were inspired from our beautiful 1972 logo designed by Vasarely. This is another tribute to our history. Thanks to our brand new Alliance platform that we call CMF-EV, we broke the rules of size, use, design, and energy efficiency. From the outside, its large wheels and marked body height give it a dynamic and progressive proportions. We fully leverage the potential of pure electric platform, wheels on the corner, short bonnet. We reinvented the classical hatchback in an emotional way. Megane, with the E, is only 4.21 long. That's about 15 centimeters shorter than traditional hatchbacks, but it offers a similar roominess inside, similar to the one of the competitors. It is a masterpiece of packaging, better than any other competitor I have seen so far. So you look at the beauty of the 3D lighting. This is a new signature. They are just saying, I'm looking ahead. This is a technology that will make future Renaults recognizable from 100 meters. It's also a powerful and fun car to drive, because at Renault, we believe electric cars should be sold on emotions. With 160 kilowatt, equivalent to about 220 horsepower, the engine is one of the most powerful in the Renault range. It's sporty, but it's also efficient. You will see impressive figures when we will announce the performance at the launch of the car. I promise you. Its 60 kilowatt battery, it's 11 centimeters high. That's the flattest there is in the market. It allowed us to give a sporty look and achieve very competitive aerodynamics performance, which, as you know, are key in electric cars to improve autonomy. It offers 450 kilometer range WLTP with potential to go higher in the future on the same platform. With our fast charging mode, you can charge back 200 kilometers within 30 minutes. This is enough to get going on a long trip after a well-deserved coffee break. But, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, like with the first generation of Megane, Megane with its E at the end is just the beginning. A whole family of vehicles will be based on our new CMF EV platform. To date, more than 300 patents have been already filed on that car. The car looks very futuristic, but it is 95% of what the production car will look like. And you will see them soon. Our plants will start producing them here in France by the end of next year. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have started a few weeks ago a journey to recover from one of the hardest crises in our history. We call it internally the Renaulution. As much as Megane with the E, with the golden E at the end, reinvents Megane, Renault is reinventing Renault. And I believe today's event, it is a perfect kick-off for the ride to come.
Just like... Oh! So how do you actually tune an electric car? Do you put a turbo on it? Can you squeeze a couple of more Duracells into the boot? Well, today we're going to have a look and see how you can optimize your Tesla Model S and Model X. Enhancing the aerodynamics of a car can change its appearance, but it also can aid to the performance. You might remember the story of the Bugatti Veyron. They didn't have enough power to break the 400 km/h record. And they couldn't weld in another couple of V8s and put in another couple of turbos because that would just weigh the car down, even though it would give it more power. But they did crack the record. And the answer was in aerodynamics. Let's have a look at what we did to these two cars, and we'll start with the S. Now this is of course again a customized car, so it doesn't have all the bits and pieces that we have on offer, but I'll tell you what we did do. This is the front carbon lip, again the sort of two-tone look with the white and the carbon, and then with this silver lining over here before you get to the fog lights. The rims are not from us, but we do have a whole bunch of rims in stock that you can choose for the Tesla. And over here, just to let you know, there's quite a bit of space because it doesn't have one of our sports suspensions. I really would recommend that. It makes this car look fantastic, and it also lowers it, causing less drag. And then of course we have the side skirts in carbon here as well. Now here at the back you can see the diffuser that we've put on this car. It looks so good with these sort of protruding edges here, nice and aggressive. And of course the final touch, the carbon fiber lip. We also do a whole bunch of customizations on the Tesla Model 3, from carbon parts to sport suspension to tire and rim combinations, and don't forget you can have a totally customized interior as well. But for now, let's have a look at the Model X. This is a very special Model X because it was the first P100D in the entirety of Europe. It's also special because it's ours, and it is the most driven car in our company, so it's not new. But the parts you see on here, you can also have them for the modern Model X. So let's start with the carbon bits. We've got the lip down here in the front, the carbon side skirt, and then at the rear, the diffuser and the lip on the boot. Here you see that this car rides lower on our sport suspension. Of course, it has been fitted with our very own Novitec rim and tire combination, specifically designed with Vossen for the Model X. They are very unique in the true sense of the word because each of them can only fit to the specific place allocated on the car for them. The reason for that is because of its aerodynamical attributes, cooling the brake system and feeding the air to the places that it needs to go. Put it anywhere else in the car and that will not work. Tesla woke up one morning and said, why don't we just build the fastest SUV on the planet? Probably like they woke up one morning and said, why don't we just build rockets and shoot them into space? But the crazy thing about this is that you can get it in 7 seats. An electric SUV, the fastest in the world, in 7 seats. This one is a 6-seater version, but it's still incredible. There's enough space in here to raise a family. I drove a Mercedes-Benz G63 6x6 the other day. Now that's the one with the 6 wheels. I needed a truck license to drive it. Do you know how many seats it had? 4. There are quite a few things in here that are just big. The loading capacity, for example, nearly 2,500 liters. And then there's a flat screen TV up front, 17 inches. It's not just the Navi. There are games on there and you can draw on it. Right now, I'm looking at us driving on Mars. Now this here is, as we said, the 6-seater version. But of course, if you don't have 6 passengers, you can have a whole lot of loading space. Just look at this. This is the part where it's supposed, there we go. Ta-da! And this is literally big enough for me to take a breather. But that's not all of it. Look in here. That is huge. I swear I could probably hide in here. Not quite. and they weren't really into the business of putting bodies in there. There is enough space in here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 suitcases, I reckon. The versatility in here is astounding. Now, of course, it's an electric vehicle, so everybody gets into a frenzy about how far you can drive until you can't anymore. But come on, those are the worries we had when electric cars first came out. The infrastructure has grown worldwide. There are more than 17,000 superchargers, which means you can now tank up enough sparks in 15 minutes to drive nearly another 180 kilometers. And if your tank would be that empty that you needed to do that, then you would have had to drive nearly 1,000 kilometers anyways, at which point a P-brake probably wouldn't be such a bad idea. This car has dual electric motors, and there's not really much more to explain about it than that. You stomp on the power, it goes to all the wheels, and then you bolt forward like there's no tomorrow. And the fact that it's the most aerodynamic SUV in the world probably helps. Unlike normal cars, the Model X doesn't have cavities and holes in the front to cool the radiator and whatnot. The air basically just meets up with the front and says, oh, I'll just get out of the way. There's never really a scientific brawl of any kind. Mama had a baby. I've driven the Porsche Taycan before, and that pushed my wrinkles back into an entirely different dimension. But today I'm really excited because this is an SUV. When you just say the word SUV, there's already so much stigmata attached to that. And today we want to change that. This is pretty funky. Have you guys seen the key? How's that? I hope that's in focus. But there's no way to put it in. Foot on the brake. Aha. Dear Mr. DeCock, would you kindly put on your seatbelt? Drive. Super quiet. They made electric cars years ago. It just never really took off because the planet was all green and happy back then. Regenerative braking. Look, this is my foot. Yes! Holy moly! The surge once you give it the beans is extreme, and it's a lot of fun, I can tell you that. And then it sort of eases out. So I'm going to go hard on the brakes. Oh, there you feel the weight. You actually can't believe you're driving something that weighs 2.5 tons. I could get used to this. I'm not sure how the battery is going to behave with me doing this the whole time, but yes, like mother. There's such a different ball game. Driving in here, need to really, almost like on a racetrack where you have those braking points, and here you just need to make sure you brake a lot earlier. Even though we are giving it the beans and we enjoying the power surge and blah blah blah, that's what everybody's talking about. But there's a level of ride comfort and being like gentle about it all that is quite, finesse is the words. Whoa! So there's no turbo lag, there's no engine needing to spool up, there's nothing of the sort. So be gentle. Those dual motors, they putting the power on all 4 wheels. Not sure if there's a rear bias, I couldn't feel it right now. Tesla, make it cooler. So maybe that's a bit premature. 21 degrees, who did that? Oh, thank you. Oh, hang on a second. I've got, no, don't heat it, don't heat it. But this is, there we go, that's that. Yeesh. It is just staggering how this car's put you back into your seat. And once you're up to speed, it's almost like you don't want to accelerate anymore. You see, with a normal car, there's the acceleration and going through the gears and getting to the maximum point of power and peak torque. Not with this. This is giving you all 3 menus at the same time, and you never have to wait for anything. So by the time you're done eating, you're full and you're happy. That's it. End of story. Come back next time. I have an acceleration time of still just a shadow over 3 seconds, which is quick for something weighing 2.5 tons and can transport 7 people. That is quick. But in the ludicrous mode, I have been told the acceleration takes only 2.8 seconds to 100. I have a motorcyclist in front of me and he's swerving all over the road like he's warming up his tires before a race, and he's paying no attention to the fact that there's this absolute monster car behind him. And that's the crazy thing about an electric car. You can be bucking about like a stealth assassin. Nobody would know it. You're hard on the brakes, you feel the weight, but still, a promising experience, no doubt, no feeling of being dislocated from the road, not at all. There we go. I'd love to drive this with the traction control off. With all that power being available instantaneously, it could get very funky very quickly. Gentle, and now squeeze it. Yes, there we go. Now we've got it. Like the 720S yesterday, I would love to have a different kind of material on the steering wheel. This baby bottom smooth leather that's on here has no grip whatsoever. Is this why people have those funky driving gloves? Because honestly, this is a sweaty affair, hey? Yikes! The thing with all this power being available immediately is that it can be a lot of fun. But you could also drive it very economically. You're not swinging gears in the middle of traffic. No, this car is relaxing. It's comfortable. It's easy. It kind of depulses life. Depulse? Is that even a word? Depulse? This car is a relationship saver. Really it is. Because in it's quiet. There's nothing that really bothers, nothing that's complicating, and nothing that's aggregating. No, it's just a comfortable place to be. You can have good conversations, rebuild the relationship, tie the knots that have loosened in the noise of life. This is where the entire family can get together and then enjoy a lovely journey on their way to a beautiful holiday. I am constantly looking for my paddles. Air is the currency with which these cars' aerodynamic components work in order to keep you stuck on the road, which is why this car has a big wing on the back, and it's an active aero wing. It's constantly doing work. And to think this is the first P100D Model X that ever laid tire in Europe. Since then, Tesla's really improved on a lot of things on many of their models. But if it was this good a few years ago, I can't wait for what they're going to do next. When I look at the statistics over here, it says to me that I've been above the naughty line in the last 20 minutes or so. However, I've not tested out the ludicrous mode. It's a friend of ours that's here now with his tuned BMW M2. It's got north of 400 horsepower. Maybe I can get him to do a little race with me. We'll put this in ludicrous mode and see who wins. The Tesla Model X P100D. I'm going to put my foot on the brake, squeeze the throttle, and that was it. One more time to make sure that there was no foul play in the game. Launch mode activated, and today we looked at changing the underpinnings of a Tesla, at enhancing its aerodynamical craft with some carbon bits, and of course giving it a great set of wheels. But I can hear that guy in the back row going, "Oh, but you didn't really tune it because you didn't even give it a single horsepower more." But then again, looking at the statistics, this Tesla never really needed that. But it does have something else up its sleeve. The next model we're going to be working on from Tesla is the Model Y. It's basically their little brother to the Model X, giving it a power upgrade and then also an enhanced brake recuperation system. Also, if you like this film and you want to see more stuff, then feel free to like and subscribe. You can also hit that little reminder button so you don't miss a single time we upload a new film. It was great having you guys here today. It was an electrifying experience. That's such a cheesy line, but I do like it. It was first time for me, and this car is epic, although it's even a couple of years old already. So looking forward to the new Model S that we're going to probably be getting in the beginning of next year. So lots of cool stuff coming up on this channel. Looking forward to share that with you. See you soon.